Hello everyone, Mikey there, Panzernator here with a replay sent in by YotaSota's in his Seattle. He's tier 9, it's a 7-8-9 game, so that is good. Only 2 destroyers and Yoda! Oh! I feel so betrayed. How could he? Oh, guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, never, ever do this in World of Warships. Before I tell you what I'm talking about, look down below in the comments, leave a comment what you think. If you see the one you think up for that comment, this is just a cardinal sin of warships. It's almost as bad as wargaming adding submarines or paper Russian ships. The Seattle first game, you'll do well. So, I've teased you long enough. What am I talking about? Yoda is using the Union Jack camouflage on an American ship. I mean, that's just... No, I know. You'd be like, Panzer, but we don't all have a bunch of camouflage. They're good camos. We want to use them on the ship we want to use them on. First of all, that's how you sound. Second of all, use them on your British ships. Grind the British line while you have the British camos. Use the French on the French, America on America, Communist on Russian. You get the idea. Just YotaSota's. Like I'm gonna message him right now. I might not upload your replay because of the camo. Oh boy. Let me see. Let me go in. So everyone in the Discord, everyone out. If you want to send in your replay, this is how you do it. There is a Discord server for the channel, and we have a separate Discord channel for our clan. The Discord channel for the Discord channel for the channel, Discord server for the channel is linked down below. But the Discord channel for the clan, Discord server for the clan, we have to give it to you. Hold on. So let me message YotaSota's while he is popping hydro and messing up Biscayne. YotaSota's, I'm tempted to not upload your Seattle. I bet he's wrecking shop here. Seattle game for crimes against for I don't know, for war crimes. So Yoda absolutely helped wreck that destroyer. And I'm just going to mess with him on the Discord. So yeah, very good play there. Close enough. Him and... Who got the kill? The destroyer got the kill. The All-End. Right? Yeah. So that was pretty good. And just don't look at it. Just don't look at the bottom of the screen. It hurts. Real talk though, if you do need the good camo to get bonuses, just know that I'll root for your death and to have a bad game. Just be a good Warships player. Do the right thing. Wear the nation's camo on the appropriate nation. Don't mix and match or commit blasphemies like YotaSota's right here. So that is that, and yeah. So he's loaded armor piercing. I'm assuming he is gonna go for that Saint Louis. And you see, he's doing it too. Okay, you know what? Yoda, execute order 66. Both of you should sink. But make sure he pays because he's on the enemy team. I mean, oh Lord. Why y'all gotta do this, people? Anyhow, Yoda's turning, trying to close the distance on the St. Louis. The San Luis. Trying to say it different so you don't get confused with the St. Louis American cruiser at tier 3, although at higher tiers I get it. Now Yoda, you see why you're aiming poorly? Because your crew members are confused. They don't know if they should be drunk on American beer or British beer. So, who knows? Anyhow, Yoda is peppering him with armor-piercing shells, and it looks like some of those torpedoes might even land too. And Yoda, realizing his armor piercing isn't doing exactly what he wants, decided, you know what? Let's fire high explosives. Now the Seattle, just a quick little recap. It is the Tier 8 Cleveland's successor. You see I caught myself in my misspoken fact there. Misspoken fact, aka the wrong fake news. The Seattle is the Tier 9 American light cruiser. It comes between the Cleveland and the Worcester. And Yoda is absolutely peppering a St. Louis, and he's using his heal. It's so nice once cruisers get heal, like all of them. It's not as good as battleships, but it still helps. Now, St. Louis is still burning. Yoda has had torpedoes launched him. You gonna turn, bud? He's a little bold there, assuming that those weren't gonna hit, but Yoda's doing a good job. A lot of people would make mistakes here of trying to get too many guns on the target, and Yoda knows he can finish him off with the front. And 8 hit points. You gotta be kidding me. Hopefully... Wow. The all end. That kind of hurts. That hurts watching that. But anyhow, it's gotta keep on moving. Gotta keep on attacking the enemy. And he's on the weak side. The enemy is making a strong push around C. And so Yoda is going to, hopefully with his team, wrap up this flank and then move to the other side to help the enemy. Now notice just how much he's shooting. And good idea switching to armor piercing, especially given the angle of this Gneisenau. I mean, he's going to be close to 90 whenever the shells end up hitting. And overpins, not great, but still solid hits. I mean, he's doing some pretty good damage. Only concern on my end is the amount of damage Yoda is taking. But thankfully he gets a heal right about now. And like a good Warships player, Yoda uses it immediately. Gneisenau's being a little more slippery, turning and all of that. Now you've become the very thing you swore to destroy. Unbelievable. But, not edge riding as bad as that St. Louis was. He's turning back in for the fight. And hopefully the Ashitaka and the Gneisenau in North Carolina on our team will help Yoda out with his Gneisenau. But the good play on Yoda's part was certainly using the hydroacoustic search, because the Gneisenau launching torpedoes is definitely a play I would do if I were a Gneisenau in his situation. And Yoda, he's trying to get the Citadel. I mean, his guns are a little small. He's aiming high, though, knowing that he can get more damage on the superstructure. But every now and then he does adjust for the Citadel. And look at that. Switch to high explosives. Immediately sets a fire. He put the fire out. Gneisenau, you've chosen poorly. That was a mistake on his part. Anyhow, dodging torpedoes because the hydro giving Yoda a good early warning, and Yoda's like, oh, okay. It appears that Gneisenau's turning around to launch his other salvo of torpedoes. Now Yoda, I don't know if he's intending to do this or if it's just coincidence, but I don't think he's done it yet. These shells are landing around where the Gneisenau's torpedo tubes are, a little bit behind him though, and that's another fire set. So torpedoes again, those are friendly torpedoes up against the Gneisenau, and that's 2 fires. So Yoda's like, you know what, he's burning pretty good. Torpedoes are probably going to hurt him. Let's finish him off. And that's another kill stolen from Yoda. Wow. He wasn't kidding. I think he told me about this game and how everyone was doing poorly. So, thankfully, though, Yoda is getting his due praise from his team. The Ashitaka and the Gneisenau that are following the leader. Tier 7 battleships. Ashitaka's Tier 7, that is correct. Following their Tier 9 cruiser buddy and moving on to fight. Yoda is still peppering this Monarch now, using armor piercing like he was before. Getting some pretty decent salvos, but he has drawn the attention of the Monarch. And it does not appear that Yoda has popularity meter on the Seattle, but he finally gets a kill. And bad news, he's out of heals and he's on very, very low health. But YotaSota is not done here. The game is, for all intents and purposes, tied. All of that. 90k and finally got a kill. And now we're down a ship. So yeah, now we're basically tied. They I mean, look at the scoreboard indicator. Now we killed up, and it just chips are melting. So it's probably gonna be up to Yoda and his little crew, because that Akatsuki probably can't do too much. But Yoda takes really good leadership here and moves in towards B. Getting the cap is definitely going to put pressure on the enemy and make everything better. The Ashitaka, of course, is upset that Yoda is not as prepared for engagements and all of that. And Yoda, I mean, 9.6 kilometer detectability on a cruiser is pretty good. Wonder if he'll fire the Scharnhorst when the Scharnhorst comes into range. But it looks like the Akatsuki is holding his own. Atlanta chasing a destroyer down south. Yeah, not sure how that's going to go for the destroyer. If he can kill the Atlanta, though, and really mess up that backfield, that would be quite good. Now, what our team needs is this all-in to get some good torps on the Scharnhorst, and then nice now on Ashitaka to finish it off, keeping Yoda alive, at least keeping the fire away from Yoda. And the battleships are trying to do their part, but the Scharnhorst with that German armor didn't really mind that initial salvo. However, he's vastly outnumbered, and hopefully he will be able, or hopefully he will succumb to the enemy's fire. And I think Yoda's doing a good thing here. I think he's being smart to put as much distance between the Scharnhorst and him as possible. Now he has found himself a Drake. The Drake is tier 9, so Yoda doesn't have a tier advantage, and the Drake has 4 times the hit points. Now what's good are, ooh, those all-in torps. Did those hit the Scharnhorst? No, they missed. The Scharnhorst turned just in time, which is quite unfortunate. It looks like Yoda might start opening up, and note, it is the black Scharnhorst, not just your standard. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what Yoda decides to do, and I can feel a salvo coming here. Maybe, maybe not. I think he's worried about the Drake, and he's doing a little mental math in his head. He's spotted now, so it's time to open up and try and get some more damage before the game ends, or before he falls to the enemy. Again, in the best case scenario, Yoda gets some more damage, gets some more kills, and take some of the enemy with them. You don't want to die in this situation. But if our team could get the Scharnhorst out of action before the enemy reinforcements finish their little jaunt to kill the Akatsuki, which is really helping our team out right now. I know the Akatsuki is probably not enjoying being chased. He's doing okay on health, and here comes the Drake. Not good for Yoda. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. But luckily the Drake is not being the most preserving of maneuvering. That is a very clumsy way to say. He's being kind of dumb, and he got killed, which is awesome. Scharnhorst should die too. Yoda won that engagement, and I'm 324 main battery hits. I need to work on this ship. I need to move on up for my Cleveland. Maybe that'll be my next line. I don't know. Comment. What line should I complete next? Or should I work on finishing next? I currently have the tier 10s. I have Montana, Gearing, Des Moines, Grosser, and Moskva. Of course, by the time you're watching this, the Russian cruiser split has probably already come. So I won't know if I have the Petropavlovsk or whatever the other tier 10 Russian cruiser is going to be. Now, the Scharnhorst is still kicking somehow. Hopefully our battleships can finish him off. Ashitaka, complimentary, not exactly the most, how should we say it? He's not the most aggressive of anyone, but he did get the Scharnhorst there, so That frees up our Gneisenau and him to come up and fight KGV, King George of the Fifth Variety, and our Alland is going to try and torpedo him. Yoda's being very smart to keep the island between him and King George. That is very smart, preserving his consumables for spotting and the North Carolina and all of that. I mean, look, the Atlanta and the New Orleans are still chasing the Ashitaka. Don't chase, people. Don't chase. If she doesn't respond, just move on. Find a different girl. Oh, wait, no, different kind of chase. The best thing these cruisers could have done would be to have just left that Akatsuki alone and come in to help with the main fight. Because, you know who could use some cruiser support right now? The King George, who's currently getting torpedoed by the Alland and shot from behind the rock by Yoda, who is using his ballistics to his advantage. So that is good there. I think he's shutting up the guns for now because, well, you know, you want to not really doing any good at the angle they were at. He had a good window where he got a few licks in, and the King George is not doing as hot as he was earlier thanks to the Gneisenau, the Ashitaka, and the Alland. Yoda looks like he has another angle here and does a great thing for cruisers to do, which is to fire from behind cover and use shell arcs to his advantage. No pins on that salvo, but plenty more where that came from. Overpins would do the trick at this point because of how little health he has. And the Alland, 4 kills. How many of those? 3 of those 4 kills I think you could consider stolen from YotaSota. But it's fine. Yoda has 2 kills. The score has been evened, I mean, if not more. And I think the New Orleans and the Atlanta finally learned their lesson. Probably got a good yelling from their team, but it's going to be too little too late, I think. Now, our team is not out of the woods yet. They do have more points, but Yoda could die. Gneisenau, it looks like he might be just sailing through B. This isn't good. You need to stay in the cap and finish the cap. And that North Carolina probably needs to die. Now, I will say this from personal experience, and my Scharnhorst and my Gneisenau, those ships can definitely take on a North Carolina, especially in a mostly 1v1 scenario like this. You just got to charge up. You got to move in and use your secondaries and torpedoes. Now, Yoda is in a dangerous spot. The North Carolina could die any second now. Hopefully, Yoda gets the kill. He's got a good shot lined up, and the Ashitaka gets it. Well, there you go. 2 ships left, and the cruisers know that Yoda is low on health. They know they're probably not going to win, and it looks like the Atlanta is still trying to take out our Akatsuki. And Yoda is trying to bob and weave here. And if he gets hit by any of these New Orleans shells, he's probably done for. But our team is doing all right here. This doesn't look good. Oof. Yoda living dangerously. But Yoda knows that he will do the most damage firing at the New Orleans. If he could kill the Atlanta, that'd be great. But not meant to be. Doesn't see him, or he wants to finish off the New Orleans. Which, ooh, can he do it? Can he do it? He is in trouble. He gets the Citadel. He gets the kill. And they kill each other. So Yoda gets that 3rd kill. And it should be just a matter of seconds before this Atlanta is killed. So good job, Yoda. I mean, 394 main battery hits is ridiculous doing all of that. And there goes the Atlanta. So monster game from Yoda. Looking in Discord really quick. Yep. He didn't respond yet. He's probably at work at the time I'm recording this. So yeah, 147,000 damage. I mean, look at that XP. Look at those credits. This is a tech tree ship. Flags and camos galore, but there we go. So 394 main battery hits, 3 sunk, and many more kills stolen. Probably 3 more kills stolen, but you know, it's the way the game goes. I always encourage kill steals because I want ships to die as fast as possible. And then part of those 394 hits, there are 7 fires and a citadel. Yota did get top player over the kill stealer who did help. Oh my god, excuse me. I don't know where that cough came from. Hopefully it's not the Rona. I think it's a little speck of food stuck in my throat. Gonna get some water after this. Everyone stay hydrated. And Yota's damage output, 38,000 from HE, 98 from AP, and 10,000 from fires. Solid game, Yota. Well done. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten. If you enjoyed this replay, be sure to thank Yota in the comments and let me know what tier 10 ship I should pursue next, which line I should finish out. Maybe the Seattle Worcester line. I do have a Cleveland. I've had a Cleveland since they split the American cruisers. Also comment if you remember when that happened. Only old Warships players remember. Also, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bell, join as a channel member, join as a patron, and the Discord server down below. It's a cool place to be. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next episode, this is Mikey, their Panzernator, signing out. See ya, nerds.